Do you ever feel like your conversations are logical, platonic, and going absolutely nowhere? In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to flip those boring conversations into flirty man-to-woman communication that hooks her attention and actually creates that spark. Let's jump straight into the first step, which is your vibe and your enthusiasm. This is an absolutely necessary tool to have because it will lay the foundation for the further steps. Also, you have to understand it's not about the topic, it's not about the opener, it's not about the story, it's more about the underlying communication, the vibe, the enthusiasm, the body language, the smile, the voice. Everything has to be on point. Right now, it just popped into my head an example of a client of mine who said all the right things to the girls but didn't have the results he wanted. And all of that because although he said all the right things, the underlying vibe and the underlying communication was off. I figured this out after listening to a recording of his, and he was talking very robotic and very like this. Probably his smile was not on point, his body language, even the voice, it has to go downwards at the end. His voice went upwards at the end. And also, right after the girl said something, he was very eager to respond. I could talk about the same topics and your girl will be very bored while my girl will be heavily engaged. If you want help building a step-by-step personalized plan to find and attract your dream woman, click the link in the description and I'll help you shortcut years of trial and error. Now let's go to step 2, which is teasing. Now you have to understand that doing just the first step is not enough. It's a good baseline, but it's not enough. If you're only doing the first step, it will result in a very friendly conversation. And during the course of the interaction, you have to have a nice mixture of positive and negative emotional spikes. If you are being too positive, you're gonna be friend zoned, you're gonna be considered as a nice guy, she will say she doesn't feel the spark, and you'll feel very miserable. If you are being too negative and you are gonna do too many negative spikes, then you're gonna be considered a jerk. And teasing basically gives you a nice mixture and a nice balance of positive and negative. One method to tease is to playfully disagree with her. Most men are afraid to disagree with a girl because they think they'll create a conflict, a tension, but it's not the case. Notice that I say to playfully disagree with the girl. Do not be serious, do not be boring, because this will lead to a strange vibe between you two. It's not a debate, it's gonna be weird. So for example, if she says she loves cats, you can say, "What? No way, get out of here. Are you serious?" That's a playfully disagreeing. One more way to playfully disagree is, for example, if she says she's from LA, you can say, "Ha," or "Wah," something like "ugh." Another way to tease is to say why it's not gonna work out between you two, because this will go against her default. She's so used to the guys who are saying why it's gonna work out between them because they have the same hobbies, they have the same friends, or they have matching clothes or whatever. So this is another very powerful way to tease. Or even you can do a playful takeaway where you walk out a step or two and pretending you're gonna leave. For example, "Oh, you love cats? No, I'm out of here. No, I'm going." So you have to understand that teasing is a necessary step to bridge the gap from boring to man to woman. Now let's go to step 3, which is flirting. And a lot of men overcomplicate this because they put a lot of pressure on the displaying of the intent and the timing, and also they end up putting a lot of pressure on the girl and will end up making her feel uncomfortable. An easy way to flirt is to sprinkle the word cute into the conversation. For example, when you see her and you open her, you can say something like, "I was walking by, I thought you were cute and I wanted to say hi." When you see her for the first time on the date, you can say something like, "You look really cute tonight, by the way." Or in the conversation, you can say, "Whoa, that was so cute when you did that right there." Another way to flirt is by using something called push-pull. You can say something like, "You're cute, but," and ideally you have a tease from earlier in the conversation, like, "You're cute, but you're from New York." Or "You're cute, but you're cocky." Also, there is a certain vibe to flirting and to man-to-woman communication. You have to turn down your voice a little bit, try to have a nice smile, nice eye contact, go with a downward tonality, and also you want to create a little bit of tension. And when you do these 3 steps properly, it will trigger the right emotions within the girl. And listen, summer's around the corner. There's literally no better time to sharpen your skills, meet amazing women, and build memories that last a lifetime. Click the link below and I'll give you a proven step-by-step plan to crush it this summer. Let's go!